Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a very late birthday book haul today. Also, if you hear any noises like construction noises, work is happening in my house. My living room has a floor again. So there goes drilling, and my cat is in here with me as well. She's just prowling around behind the camera. Yeah, hi, hello, hi. You gonna come say hi to the people? You gonna come say hi? No, she's just sniffing about. So if the camera rocks or if you hear noises, she's just exploring. So yes, a very belated birthday book haul. So I have quite some books to get through today. So let's hydrate. Let's talk about some books. Eh? So I guess I will start with some of the hardbacks that I've gotten. The first two that I want to talk about are literally the same book. Because I pre-ordered a copy of this, and then I heard that the fairly adult book-only box was going to feature this book. So I now have two copies, and that is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. So this is the Waterstones edition here. It's the standard black and gold, but it has these stunning sprayed edges. It's not like signed or anything, it just has the ombre sprayed edges. And this is the Fairy Loot edition, so kind of keeping in theme, but this one's like a creamy color. It's still got the gold on there. The spine is different with all these little symbols. There's that on the back. This is the sprayed edge with the sword and some other things. And there's no art on the underside of the dust jacket. I thought there was going to be, but there wasn't. There was an issue with the dust jackets, I think. Like, they weren't right, but then they had to change them and put them back on. So this is what it looks like underneath. And then that's the spine. Nothing on the back. But I see these end pages. I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed with these. They're gorgeous. So I haven't read this book yet. And from what I gather, it is dark academia. 6 candidates want to be a part of this secret society called the Alexandrian Society. And each of the 6 of them have their own sort of different skill set, different ability. And yeah, 6 go in, but only 5 can stay. So there's the difference in the spines there. So I have 2 editions of this now, so I hope I like it. But yeah, and there's the difference in the edges there. So yes, the next, I'll just go whatever order I want. Another book that I got this in Waterstones, and this was Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. It's a fantasy story about this thief that gets sort of like the score of a lifetime. He is tasked to find 6 pieces of an ancient Fae relic, so he's probably thinking, oh, we'll find like pieces of like a statue and put it together. No, they're people. So he comes across these 6 different people that he has to bring back in order for this person to like wreak havoc on the world. But obviously then the 6 of them end up coming together and like pulling off the score of a lifetime. So we love a good heist story in this household, and the authors that wrote this are a married couple. Like look at them. Have you ever seen such an iconic duo in your life? I'll wait. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I've had this on my radar for a while, but I'm so happy that I finally own a copy of it. And if you've read it, let me know if it's good. Same with the Atlas 6. If you guys have read the Atlas 6, obviously without spoilers, let me know how you liked it. And then I got myself another copy of Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I have my Illumicrate edition up there. But this is just the standard hardback. Because I buddy read this with, see, my cat. She's being mischievous. So I buddy read this with Amy, over book 2 with Amy, and we both loved it so much. and I want to reread it so bad. Like, I read it on my Kindle, but whenever I reread it, I want to like highlight things and annotate and whatever. And what is that animal doing? What are you doing? Oh, you better, oh, I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, I want to reread it and annotate it and maybe highlight some stuff. And yeah, I love it so much. It's by this man called Wallace Price who passes away, and it's basically the whole book. He is brought to this tea shop, which is kind of like a halfway point between this world and the afterlife. And, you know, he's just like finding himself through his death, and just like, oh, it's so beautiful. If you haven't read this book yet, highly, highly recommend. Like, both myself and Amy loved it, and yeah, I now have 2 different copies of it now. Next book I have is This Woven Kingdom by Tahara Mafi. This is her latest release. It's about this girl called Alize, and nobody thinks anything of her because she's a servant, but underneath it all, she's actually the one true heir to the kingdom of the Jinn. And, you know, she's sort of been hiding in plain sight for a while. And my cat, what are you doing? Oi! Oi! What are you doing? No, she's just being bad. So anyway, so she's been hiding in plain sight for a while. Obviously, nobody knows who she is until a prince of the kingdom that took over hers, he starts to suspect some things, and war is brewing, and yeah, that's really all I know. And like, looking underneath, that's what it looks like underneath. Are you kidding? It's gorgeous. And whenever I bought this in Waterstones, the girl that was like ringing me up and stuff, like tapped it like this and was like, this is really good. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm super excited to read it. Another book that I have, The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This was a pre-order. Obviously, you guys know I was super excited about this book. I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. So it's about a village that is being ravaged by storms, and they think that by sacrificing a girl, by tossing her into the sea to be the bride of the sea god, that he will be appeased and stop the storms. And our main character puts herself in the place of the girl they were going to sacrifice because she is her brother's betrothed. Then, like, being a cat parent, oh my god. But anyway, so she sacrifices herself and she ends up being swept into the spirit realm, but humans can't stay in the spirit realm for long, and the sea god has actually been asleep. And do we want to wake him up? Do we? Don't know. But anyway, this is absolutely stunning. I love this cover so much. Although the Fairy Loot edition of this is gorgeous. But I love the edition that I have. You know, beggars can't be choosers. And the last of the hardbacks that I'm going to show you, the rest of the books I have are paperback, is Darkrise by C.S. Pacat. C.S. Pacat is the author of the Captive Prince trilogy and the Fence comic book series, which I love and adore with my whole heart and soul. This is her latest book, and it's a fantasy story about this boy right here, Will. Hi, honey. And he is like the chosen one in the story. He is like destined to fight the darkness, and that's really all I know about it. There's like light and dark together. The magic's been gone for centuries, and you know, he's one of the few that's being brought forward to. Oh my god, what are you doing? Stop! You knock that down, you'll be in big trouble. Ugh, bad cat. Anyway, so yes, that is the gist of the story. Is she gonna let me? Right, she's going to the bed. So lie on the bed and be good, right? Lie on the bed and be good. Another book that I treated myself to was Golden Boys by Phil Stamford. The drilling has started again. This is so chaotic. But yes, I have been hearing a lot of good things about this. It's about 4 best friends, and I believe they it's like set in the summertime, and they're all going to be going off doing their own thing. And I think they're all gay, or one of them is gay. I don't know. They're like, this is gay, right? I don't know. But like it says, Gabriel, Reese, Sal, and Heath are best friends. When you grow up in the middle of nowhere, being queer and having big dreams will bond you for life. Yes, it's gay. Hallelujah. This summer, for the first time, they'll get to follow their dreams, but they'll be doing it apart. It's time to discover who they are and who they really want to be. Will the distance divide them or draw them closer together? So Yes, I've heard amazing things. Jesse over at Jesse the Reader read this and he said this was really good, and I trust Jesse's opinion. I really do. Next book I want to talk about, Raybearer by Jordan Nefueco. I've heard amazing things about this. All I know is that it's about this girl who is being held captive or raised in isolation by her mother, also known as the Lady. And that's really all I know. That is all I know. And lots of people have been talking about it. They say it's amazing. The sequel is called Redemptor. I don't have the sequel yet. I'm gonna read this first, and if I enjoy it, then obviously I'll get the sequel. But I'm doing this thing where I don't buy the entire series without having read the first one. So, Raybearer by Jordan Nefueco. Super excited. And then I got myself an entire middle grade series, the Dragon Mountain series by Katie and Kevin Zhang. So we have book 1, Dragon Mountain, book 2, Dragon Legend, and book 3, Dragon City. So it's basically about this 12-year-old boy whose parents send him away to camp in the mountains of China, and he doesn't really want to go, but then him and some of his other campers discover a hidden door in the mountain where there's all these dragons. And they're all like, oh, we've been waiting for you, or something like that. Yeah, so I'm super excited to read it. Gavin, over How to Train Your Gavin, loves this series. And when I saw all 3 of them just sitting together on the shelf in Waterstones, I was just like, sure, why not? Sure, why not? So, yes, I got those. I've collected a lot of middle grade over the past few months, and I have plans for them all. I do. Next book I want to talk to you about, Rainbow Grey, Eye of the Storm by Laura Ellen Anderson. I have the first book of this, Rainbow Grey. This is the sequel, and this is the special edition with the sprayed edges with the little cloud cat. It's so cute. Yes, so this was a pre-order actually, and I pre-ordered this without having read the first one. I'm so dumb. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this. Again, another recommendation from Gavin. Gavin is the middle grade king, and I will probably go for anything that he recommends. It's his fault that I bought the entirety of the Frostheart series. Oh no, what is she doing? Anyway, Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. This is not middle grade. This is young adult, and this is about a girl who comes back to school after the tragic death of her girlfriend, and she is staying in their old room, and apparently the school is haunted by the ghosts of girls who were said to be witches. And that's really all I know about it. I love the cover. Loving the crystals and the leaves, and there's 2 crows up there, skull, a snake skeleton in a jar, some dark academia witchy vibes. Yes, super excited about this. Yes, lie down. Stop playing with that. Oi. Just lie down and go to sleep. Another middle grade that was very, very kindly gifted to me by the lovely Amy at Book 2 with Amy. Hi, Amy. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. This actually came a week or a few days before my birthday. This was the first birthday present that I got. And I just got home from work and I had no idea what it was. I just saw an Amazon parcel and was just ripped it open, and I'm looking at it going, did I buy this? But no, there's a lovely note from Amy in here, so thank you so much. So it's a middle grade about this witch who rescues babies, feeds them starlight, and gives them over to kind parents in a neighbouring village for them to look after. But one day she accidentally feeds a baby moonlight, and it's whoops. So she ends up keeping this little girl and raising her for her own because she drank the moonlight, so she has magic. So she names her Luna, which literally means moon, quite on the nose there, but it's fine. And yeah, it's just all about this little girl and her witch mom, and I'm super excited to read it. Then the very last 2 that I'm going to be talking about today in this very, very chaotic and noisy book haul is Solitaire and Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I can't remember whether or not I showed these off in a video. If I have done already, I do apologize, but I really want to read these because I Obviously, I read Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. I'm so excited for the Netflix adaptation. I'm so excited. Like, Heartstopper is saving 2022. But yeah, I got Loveless by Alice Oseman, and now I have Solitaire and Radio Silence. I really don't know very much about either one of these. The only one that I don't own physically is I Was Born for This. I don't know whether or not I'll get it physically. I kept seeing it in the bookshop, but yeah. And obviously there's Nick and Charlie and This Winter. I have a secret video idea for Alice Oseman's books and maybe some other authors' books that are going to be coming soon. I have a lot of video ideas, but it's like when I'm going to do them. So let me just get okay. That's the end of this video. I'm sure you're very glad about that. Like, I'm so sorry for all the noise. And my cat has finally settled down once I'm finally finished. But while I was doing this, you were being chaotic. Okay, I'm gonna go. Twitter, Instagram, down below as always. Subscribe if you have not already. Ring the bell so that you'll be notified for when more chaos is about to ensue. And I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be sometime next week, because I'm working over the weekend. So, bye.